Do you know that you unbox so many gifts every day that you are not aware of? Hello, my intentional lady. Welcome back to the Intentional Lady Intentional Living Tribe. How is the journey going thus far? I need you to share your thoughts in the comment section. Yes, I need to hear from you. Remember, this is not an advisory channel. It's a conversational channel. So I need you to always drop your thoughts in the comment section. And if you're new here, you might want to look up previous videos so as to catch up with us on this journey. Yes, we are currently on a journey, and that is the A to Z of intentional living. And I bet you would love it on here. So if you have not seen the previous videos, I would highly recommend that you watch from the A to the current video now, so you can really get a full grasp of what I'll be talking about in this video today. So in today's video, we'll be talking about the G of intentional living. I mean, what else would the G stand for if not the gratitude of intentional living? I mean, who else is grateful to be on here today? Who else is grateful to be opportuned to see this video today? I'm so grateful to be here today. I don't know about you, but I'm very grateful to have you watching this video today. I'm so grateful. Now, let me ask you, do you know that you unbox so many gifts every day that you are not aware of? Think about it. You'll be wondering, gifts, unbox. I don't do unboxing. Oh, yes, you do. I'm going to bring your awareness to those gifts that you unbox every blessed day without you knowing that you unbox them. Now, the first gift is the gift of life. Yes. I'm sure you're probably wondering, gift of life. Yes, you have the ability to put yourself to sleep. But think about it. Do you have the ability to wake yourself up? Like, you wake up every day. Do you think it's by your ability? Do you think it's just by you, waking up? No. There are so many people that want to be on here today. There are so many people that have things planned out for today. There are so many people that have a lot of things that they need to do today, that they have planned to do today, but they are not here anymore. Like, they did not wake up to see the light of the day. They did not wake up to see the day they've planned already. So that is one gift that you just unboxed today that you are not aware of. But because you woke up normally, it has become a norm to you. You don't see it as a gift anymore. So you don't have the cause, you don't see the need to appreciate it or to be grateful for it every day, because you think it's an unboxing you do every day. So it has become a norm. It's now normal. So what's there? But think about the fact that some people have listed so many things they need to do today and they are not here. Like, they are not here to achieve it. So that is the first gift you unboxed today. Now, let me tell you the second gift you unboxed today. You have the ability to open your eyes. If you close it and open, but do you have the ability to make yourself see? Think about it as well. Ask yourself, can I actually make myself see? No, you can't. You have the ability to open your eyes, but you do not have the ability to make yourself see. So oftentimes we mistake all these little things we take for granted as norm, as not so much of a big deal, because you open your eyes every day. Of course, you expect to see, because you can open your eyes, so you expect to see. But you do not have that ability to make yourself see. There are so many people that woke up today and they can't even see anything. They can open their eyes, but their eyes are wide open and not seeing anything. Now, if you think about that fact, when next you open your eyes in the morning every day you wake up, you would have a reason to be grateful. So when you think of the fact that you have the ability to open your eyes, but you cannot make yourself see, that alone should make you grateful for that day, even if there's no other reason for you to be grateful. The fact that you can open your eyes and see with it is one gift you unboxed today as well. Now think of every other part of your body. You have the ability to use all these things, but you don't control them. Now apply this principle to every other part of your body. Like you can open your ears, but you cannot make yourself hear. And you would discover that in a day, the number of gifts you open is enough for you to be grateful, even if you do not have any other thing. Just the number of gifts you open is enough for you to be grateful. A lot of people have become so blessing blind that all these gifts have become normal to them. So they are zoned in into what they don't have, rather than zoned in into the gift they unbox every day. So they choose not to be grateful, not because they do not unbox gifts, but just because they are zoned in more to what is missing and what is not available. So if you're being asked today, what are you grateful for today? You have to start thinking, what am I grateful for? What am I grateful for? You have to start, because you want to attach the gratitude to something that is physical. You want to attach the gratitude to material things. You want to attach the gratitude to a physical gift. You don't think of every other thing, every part of your body, the gift of life, the gift of shelter, the gift of protection, you don't think of any other gift aside physical, material, and every other thing that is missing. So at the end of the day, by the time you think, and there's nothing you can attach to your gratitude, then you say you don't have any reason to be grateful. And by so doing, you're zoned into depression. You're zoned into sadness. You're zoned into so many things that you're not supposed to be zoned into. Now, let's look at what gratitude means. So you would have an in-depth understanding of what it is and why you should actually be grateful. Gratitude is an attitude. I bet you didn't know gratitude is a mindset. Yes, it is a state of mind you should always be in. Because when you are in that state of mind, it will influence your actions. So whatever you are doing will mean that you are operating from a place of gratitude. Will mean that you are operating from a place of acknowledgement, because that is your state of mind. So gratitude is not something you should practice. It is not something you should learn. It is something that should be part of you. It should be your being. It should be who you are. You will say, I am gratitude. That is who you should be. It should be a state of being. It should be your state of mind, not what you have to start to practice or what you have to start to learn or do. It's something that should be part of you, something that should be your state of mind. I know you probably want to say, oh, but you don't understand what I'm going through. How can you say my state of mind should be gratitude? How can you say my being should be gratitude? You don't know what I'm going through. You don't know what I'm passing through. I don't have this. I have not done this. I am going through this. I am going through that. I know. I get it. It's very tough. Yes. But just stay grateful. Because that is what your GOS says. Stay grateful, regardless of what the situation says, regardless of your physical evidence. And if you've watched the video for faith, you would understand that your physicality is not your reality. So regardless of what your physical evidence states, regardless of what your physical perception is, that is not your final destination. That is not the final bus stop. So why not stay grateful where you are now in anticipation for where you want to be? Even the GOS says the same thing. Give thanks in all circumstances, because it is the will of God for you. So that situation you are mourning over, that situation you're complaining about, might be a growth experience for you for your next phase. So you need to pass through that process so that it would help you build the required staying power you need for the next phase, so that it will help you develop the right muscles you need for the next phase in life. So that experience or that situation you're complaining about now might just be a growth process for you. It might just be a growth experience for you. But you are not seeing it as a growth experience. You are not seeing it as something that is trying to build you, but rather you are seeing it the other way around. That is why you feel the way you feel, and that is why you feel ungrateful. I wouldn't say you are ungrateful. I would probably say you feel ungrateful because you do not understand time and seasons. You do not understand process. So you just have to trust the process, because there is always, always, always a purpose for everything you go through. Everything is working together for your good. Everything, like nothing is missing. Absolutely everything is working together for your good. But you just need to trust that truly everything is working together for your good. And why gratitude is also very important is because it helps you flip your perspective. So you begin to see your blessings. You begin to count your blessings over your burdens. So when you make gratitude a state of your being, when you make gratitude as an attitude, when you make gratitude as a mindset, you begin to see things, you begin to count your blessings rather than counting your burdens. So your burdens become very minimal and your blessings become magnified. That is why you have to make gratitude a state of your being. Make gratitude your attitude. Make gratitude part of who you are. Now, let's go to the GOS to see a story on gratitude. I'll be using one of my favorite stories in the Bible, and it is the story of Joseph. At a very young age, he had a dream and he saw that 11 stars bowed down to one star, that is his own star. And in his innocence, he told his brothers about the dream. Now, when he told the brothers, of course, they already understood what the dream meant, because there are 12 brothers and 11 stars bowed down to one. That means they all bowed down to him. And because he's their father's favorite as well, and he's the one that has the coat of many colors, they felt, no, he can't be the one always having it. So what did they do? They plotted against him. They all came together and, connived on how they should kill him. But God so good, I think Reuben, opposed the motion of killing him. So they just said, okay, you know what? Let's beat him up and just throw him in the pit. And maybe something would take him away or something would kill him. So, and they did that. They threw him in a pit and they left. Now, some Ishmaelites were going to Egypt, and on their way, I think they heard him groaning in the pit or something, and they went to see what was in the pit, and they discovered that it's a human figure that is in this pit. So they had to take him out. So they took him out and took him along with them to Egypt. Now, when they got to Egypt, they sold him to Potiphar as a slave. When he got to Potiphar's house, he found favor in the sight of Potiphar, of course, and, he made him the head of slaves. So, and, Potiphar opened his house to him, and still being a slave, but Potiphar still, treated him different as well. While in Potiphar's house, Potiphar's wife tried to, assault him and do all whatnot, and she plotted against him as well and lied to the husband that he tried to, assault her. And she turned the tables against him. And eventually, what did Potiphar do? He threw him in the prison. He got to the prison and he met Pharaoh's butler and baker. And those ones must have observed that when he got there, he didn't hide himself. I think he was interpreting dreams for people. He was, singing, doing different things, singing praises to God, just being lively and just, thankful, still in the prison. And probably you'll be wondering like, see this one. We're all in the prison, but you chose to be different. You chose to just be singing praises. Why? I'm sure he must have held on to his vision. And what is his vision? The fact that he saw 11 stars bow down to a star. He doesn't know, like, he didn't know when it was going to happen. He didn't know the timeline in which it will happen, but he knew it was going to happen regardless, and he just held on to that faith and kept it going. So regardless of everywhere he found himself, he acted gracefully. He was thankful to God. He didn't say things, he didn't do things that would make them condemn him or make them speak ill of him. He did things that even when he left, they will always say, oh, that guy, oh, he just played full out in every situation he found himself. Now, he interpreted the butler and the baker's dream, and unfortunately, he said they will kill the baker and the butler will be set free. But he now told the butler that when you get out of this place, please don't forget me. Remember me down here, mention me to Pharaoh if possible and everything. But the butler forgot him and, didn't even remember him. Now, because everything works together for your good, because God is in the scene, because God knows the end from the beginning, and he knows how to just trust that he is a perfect director. Just trust the process. That's all I can say. Pharaoh had a dream, and this dream, nobody in the land could interpret the dream. Like absolutely nobody in the land. And this got him really agitated. And the butler saw the way he was, doing, and the butler said, oh, that was when the butler remembered that there was somebody in the prison that interpreted his dream and the baker's dream, and it came to pass as he has said. Now, he now mentioned to Pharaoh that, oh, there's actually one guy in the prison that, could help you, because he said what was going to happen and it happened. So Pharaoh sent for him, and when he came out, he interpreted Pharaoh's dream and everything perfect. Like there was nothing missing. And Pharaoh was really impressed with his interpretation, and immediately, the same day he came out, it was not the next day. It was not like 2 weeks later. The same day he came out from the prison, Pharaoh made him the prime minister, like the second in command to him. So after him was Joseph. Like, think about it. And the nature of Pharaoh's dream was that there's going to be famine in the land, and people will have to come to Egypt for food. See where the trick is. His brothers left wherever they were in the world. I'm just putting this into context. That's not what it is. And they came to where he was to bow down to him, just so they can get food, without them even knowing that it was their brother they were bowing down to. Now, I hope you get, see the process he had to go through, and see that the dream eventually came to pass. But it didn't just happen the way we would have thought for it to happen. He had to go through the process. So this is just to show you that there are processes in life. So whatever situation you find yourself in now, trust that it's for a purpose. Now, trust me to give context, right? The context for me is not even in the brothers bowing down to him. For me, it is the fact that he trusted the process. All through the process, he never spoke ill or did anything against God because, oh, God, you gave me this vision. You gave me this dream. Why are you letting me go through this? Why are you letting me pass through this? Why me? Why me? He never. He remained graceful. He remained thankful in every situation. Like everywhere he found himself, he was still thankful. He was still grateful that, thank God, he's still alive. And when there is life, there is hope. So long you're still breathing, everything that has been said to you will come to pass. But do you even trust the process? That's the question. Are you grateful for where you are now? That's the question. So whenever you want to think of whatever situation you find yourself in, always revert to this story I just shared with you. There are processes in life, and whichever stage you are in now, I want you to trust and be grateful. Just stay grateful, and you will see how things, will turn out in your favor, because everything is always working together for you. Absolutely everything, like I said in the beginning. Now, let's look at reasons why you should actually be grateful. There are so many reasons why you should actually stay grateful. I must have mentioned some in the beginning, but now I want to highlight two major reasons for you. So the purpose of this video is for you in your quiet times, whenever you want to feel down, whenever you want to feel ungrateful, always revert to this story, always revert to this video, and let it be a fuel for you to keep moving. Let it be the reason why you show up tomorrow. Let it be the reason why you don't give up on yourself today. Like I said, there are so many reasons why you should be grateful, but these two reasons stands out the most. And I want you to hold on to these two reasons. The first reason is that gratitude brings awareness of God's sovereignty, meaning God created you. He knows the end from the beginning. He knows where you currently are. He knows what you're currently passing through. He knows everything, like absolutely nothing is missing in your story. He knows just what it is right for you now. And that is why you have to stay grateful so that you can be aware of God's sovereignty, because everything is leading to a greater destination. Everything you're going through now, everything you can think of that you're passing through now is leading you to a greater destination. Just like Joseph, if there was no pit, there would have been no prison. If there was no prison, there would have been no prime minister. So identify where you are now. Are you in the pit currently? Are you in the prison? Or where exactly are you? Or do you just want to jump to the prime minister? Imagine, let's flip it. Would you have preferred Joseph to start from being a prime minister, then end up in the prison, then finally in the pit? No, even you would not have it that way. You would have preferred to go through the pit, go through the prison, then become the prime minister. Because now nothing is going to take that position away from you. You can boldly and proudly say, yes, I got here because I passed through the pit, I passed through the prison, and now I deserve to be in this prime minister position because I trusted the process. So I need you to always, always trust the process and know that nothing is missing. Absolutely nothing. Where you are right now, God is aware of it. Let me just quickly paint a scenario for you. Have you been to a cinema like where the producer of the movie is actually watching the movie with everybody, and everybody in the auditorium is sitting on the edge of their chair feeling like, oh, because maybe the scene they are showing at the moment is so suspense-filled that people will think, oh, this person is going to die. Oh, and they are holding on to their chair. They are scared. They are this, and the producer is there. Do you think the producer would have the same reaction as you? No. The producer will just sit, fold his or her hands, and just probably be laughing and smiling because he he produced the movie. He knows the end from the beginning. So while you are panicking, you're agitated. Oh, what's going to happen next? Oh, what's going to... The producer is just there, sitting calmly, knowing that this is the next scene, this is the next scene, this is the next, and everything is leading to a greater destination. So that is just how the journey of life is. You are always agitated. Oh, what's going to happen tomorrow? What's going to happen tomorrow? Live in the moment. Be grateful for today. Be grateful for where you are now. Just be grateful, because that's what God wants you to do. He needs you to be grateful. The second reason why you should actually stay grateful is because gratitude gives you access to God. Even the GOS says that you should enter the gates with thanksgiving in your heart. What does that mean? For you to enter the gates, for you to have access to God, you have to be filled with gratitude. You have to learn to make gratitude your state of being, because that is the way you can access God. That is what will make you gain access. He didn't say enter his gates with grudges. He didn't say enter his gates with complaints. He didn't say enter his gates with depression or anxiety or fear. It says Enter his gates with thanksgiving. Sing praises. I said, be grateful. Let it be your, and you will see how things would change for you, because God will perceive that thanksgiving. He will perceive that gratitude, and it will make you more glad. It will give you more to be grateful for. It will give you more to celebrate. It will give you more so that you can come back with more gratitude. So the more gratitude you're able to show, the more things you are able to have, because he can perceive that even with me not giving you anything, with me not doing anything for you at the moment, you are staying grateful, you are showing me that you are grateful, and you are singing, you are coming to me with thanksgiving. You are not coming to me with grudges. You are not coming to me with complaints. You are coming to me with thanksgiving and saying, oh, God, thank you for all the gifts I unboxed today. It is not by your power, neither is it by your might. So you should always remember and stop taking things for granted, and stop thinking, oh, because all these things have become so norm that we think we can just take it for granted and not be grateful for it. You should always, always be grateful in every situation, in your pit moments, in your prison moments, and in your prime minister moments. You should always, always stay grateful. Ultimately, I need you to remember that an attitude of gratitude will elevate your altitude. And I hope this video blesses you today. And in case you don't know who I am Anu Balogun, and I was sent to you, yes, you, to help you stop living and start intentional living, to create the life of your dreams by design and not by default. And in case you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly click the subscribe button, drop your thoughts in the comment section, give this video a thumbs up just to encourage me to show up every week, and share to someone you want to see succeed. Before I go, trust me to give you an assignment, right? I hope you came prepared as well. Now, your assignment is to write down one thing, just one. Don't write so many things. Write down one thing you're grateful for every day, beginning from now. And you discover that the more you keep writing, the more you keep having things to be grateful for. It's just like, just practice it and you will see that it will work for you. Don't think too much about it. Don't say, don't, like, by now, I think you should have learnt a lot from all the things you've been writing out. That is if you've been writing it out. So don't think, oh, I don't have time. Create the time. Just one. That's why I'm not saying, oh, write out 10 things you are grateful for every day. No, because I know it might be unrealistic, but write just one. So you would not have any excuse not to write, because it's just one. So just write one thing you're grateful for every day you wake up, and you see that you will never run out of something to be grateful for, because the more you write, the more God keeps giving you the reason why you have to be grateful. The more you keep saying why you have to be grateful, the more you keep getting things that will make you stay grateful. And trust me, it works. And don't forget to always stay intentional with your actions until I see you in the next video.